Hi everyone, another puzzle to show you. This is made by Professor Puzzle and it's called The Grid, and it's visually interesting to look at. It's sort of like a pyramid on the top half, and on the bottom half it's like two pyramids reflected, or something like that, with 4 steps on each side. Okay, to take the puzzle apart, you want to look for a piece that has a length 3 times 1 small block. So like this piece. There are a number of them. There's one there. There's one there. But one of them turns. And you can turn it and then pull it up. And then when you've pulled it up, the piece below it also moves up. And that allows you to take out this piece. And then when that piece is out, the puzzle will just fall apart. You just sort of wiggle it, and there we are, it's fallen apart. Okay, so these are the pieces of the puzzle. 6 what I like to call telephones, small telephones, 6 large telephones, and 3 bridges. But one of the small telephones is different from the others. It has just a thin bar at the top. Usually it's quite a thick bar. So make sure you know which one that is. Let's keep that to one side. Okay, so to make the puzzle, I suggest using a hard surface and having a block or 2 handy to support the puzzle. So you start with a bridge and you keep the notch to the right hand side, and you put a small telephone on it, then a large telephone on top of that. You take another bridge, and with the notch facing away from you, you put it on top, so that the blocks at the end of the bridge are pointing upwards. You can now balance the puzzle. You take the last remaining bridge, and with the notch facing to the left, you put it up there and rotate it. I find it helps to put a finger on the upright post to keep the puzzle steady, and it hooks in that way to form a kind of seesaw with one half higher than the other. Then you take a small telephone and put it on the right hand side. This is where the puzzle is going to start to overbalance, so I'm going to use a block to support it. Next comes a large telephone next to the piece you've just placed. A small telephone then hooks on to the end, to the part of the seesaw that's hanging down. Like so. That's the part I've just placed. And a large telephone goes next to it. Like so. That's the large telephone. Then the small telephone with the thin bar, the one that rotates, goes on the lone block sticking out. Like so. So I've just put it here. A large telephone goes next to it. Let's rotate the puzzle 90 degrees. A large telephone hooks on to the middle post, the central upright pillar, like so. A small telephone goes on top of it. The final large telephone with the notch facing you has to go into that gap. Like so. That's the piece I've just placed. There. The last piece, a small telephone, has to hook on to that hook area there. Okay, and now the piece that rotated, you want that as the top of the puzzle. There it is at the top. So carefully lift the puzzle up, like so, and rotate that piece. Lift that piece up and rotate it away from you to lock it in place. And that is the puzzle done. It holds together and it's very elegant. A Christmas tree of a puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it and see you later. Yay.